How's it going, everybody? This is Cameron White with White Light Astrology, giving you guys your new moon horoscope for Virgo. This is happening in your second house, and for the information, the analytics for you guys, happening on October 8th, Monday. It's going to be about 10 p.m. not Pacific time, Mountain Standard Time, so do the math wherever you're at. This new moon's happening in your second house. And this is really interesting because new moon's offering us a refresh of energy, a new look at things, setting intentions, things like that. All the focus is on Libra, basically, with the sun and moon both being there. And this is in your second house where we're talking about your resources. We're talking about the money that you have. We're talking about what you have to possess. And so as this new moon in Libra really kind of starts to begin, this is really about where's your money at, what do you really have, and what do you really want to bring. Now, we're looking at Venus with this new moon because this is in Libra. Venus is in retrograde at this time in your third house. And your third house really is, your first house is who you are, your personality, yourself. Your second house is what you have, what you own, what you possess. The third house is how you kind of use all of that stuff and where does it really take you. And so as Venus goes through your third house in retrograde, it's kind of like you may want to do something in a very specific way, but you may have to find yourself looking at things through a different perception, looking at things through a different angle, or really kind of like wanting it bad enough to find a different way to go about it. So as Venus retrogrades in your third house, and we have this new moon in Libra in your second, it's kind of like you're going to want certain things to possess. Maybe you want some more money, or maybe you want to go about something, or maybe you're just looking at, kind of what you have to begin with, and maybe you want some more. It's time to set some new intentions with that. This Venus retrograde is being highlighted for you guys to look at how you can go about getting those things, how you can really go about, being specific about what you want. Venus is all about value and connection and synergy and stuff like that. And then she's in Scorpio, she could feel a little isolated and exiled. However, as she's retrograde, this is a big time for Venus to really look at what's worth my time and energy. What's worth placing my, full-grown, my focus into something. And you guys, as Virgo risings or Virgo suns, you guys are very big on, being able to be analytic, having all the information, having things in a very precise manner. However, as Venus retrogrades in your third house, and this new moon in Libra is kind of highlighting that, what do you need to have? What do you have in your toolbox in order to really go ahead and move forward and use your tools a little bit better? Maybe you're not using the right tool right now. Maybe you are, kind of looking at your situation with what you have versus what you want, and you're going to come to a conclusion of what is it going to take to, move forward and get what you want. The other thing is Mars is now, he's been direct, but he's now out of shadow and he's squaring Venus exactly. Well, Mars is in your sixth house, where it's kind of like your everyday routine, your health maybe, your habits, your sense of service. It's kind of like you've had a lot of issues right here. It's been, kind of causing you some stress and some chaos in life. And as Mars finally starts to move out of shadow, you guys can finally start to really utilize Mars in a Saturn-ruled sign of like, okay, this is what I have to do every single day to get there. It's not going to be fun. It is going to suck. But I'm just saying that it really comes down to what do you really want? Realizing that with this new moon in Libra, realizing what changes you have to make in order to attain that, what changes you have to make, not in your habits and your day-to-day routine, but how do you have to utilize your tools differently? How do you have to utilize yourself more specifically, more precisely? What's going to be the best way for you to go about something? Mars is just helping you guys really move forward in the direction of establishing better habits and establishing, if you have a new tool to use in your tool bag, this is a metaphor, of course, for life. Make sure you're using that tool right and keep practicing with that tool so you can become better at it. So as Mars goes through your sixth house and it's direct and it's squaring Venus and it's, squaring Uranus, this is just a really big time to go, where do you need to discipline yourself in your everyday routine, in your life, in your habits in order to kind of more precisely use what you have, that works for you. This new moon in Libra, I really think is going to give you guys a good chance to become a little bit more clear on what it is that you want, while also being able to not necessarily see, but feel what is going to be the right choice for you and to place your energy in. So that's what I got for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching so much, and liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and I'll be seeing you guys for the full moon.